It was terrible. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday night. It is Monday night and I have school tomorrow morning. But today's video is going to be about how my experience was about being 16 and pregnant during high school. So I found out I was pregnant that summer before sophomore year. So I found out like late June, and school started August, somewhere around like mid-August. So during the summer, obviously like I told David, and like I told probably like three to four friends that I was pregnant, and like that's all. I didn't talk to many people, so I told them, and so when school started I was like, oh, no one's gonna know. Well, like, no, it's fine. And then I don't know if it was like the first day like I went to school, or it was starting like more into school. I can't really remember, but all I remember is that somehow every single person knew. At least that's what it felt like to me, and I'm pretty sure almost every single person knew. Somehow, I guess, well, the word spreads fast, I guess. So like at least it seemed to me like everyone knew. And David didn't go to the same school as me sophomore year because he switched to the online school that we both do now, and I didn't do the online school yet because my parents didn't know I was pregnant, so they didn't want me to go to online school. So David was going to online school and I was going to regular school, so like every day of the week. Well, yeah, like, you know what I mean, like not on the weekends, but like, you know, like regular school. So I was basically like all by myself. I had like a few friends and none of them I had classes with, so that was even harder. And like all freshman year, David was the only person I would talk to, and like basically and go to class with him, like walk to class and all that. So I basically had no one. And then plus while you think like everyone's staring at you and talking about you, it's not that fun. So I would walk to class all by myself. I mean, not always, but like I didn't have friends in my class, so it's not like I would, you know. So it was just hard. And I remember at lunch, like I think it had to be the first day. I think it was like, or at least it was like getting more into school and people started to know more. I don't know, I can't remember when I knew everyone knew for sure, but I just remember going to lunch and every single person, like this was like almost like every single day, like when I went to school, everyone would just stare and like stare as if I have like, I don't know, like a big sign just like glowing around me saying, I'm pregnant, look at me. So I just remember like every single person would stare and like whisper, and like, oh my gosh, I hated it because I'm like so paranoid to begin with, and then like for people to actually look at me then and like talk about me, it sucked. I mean, I got used to it after a while, obviously, because you can't let it bother you. If you let it bother you, you're just gonna be, yeah, you can't let it bother you. So I just, once it kept happening, I just like brushed it off. But yeah, I just remember lunch was like super awkward, and like, cause I just wanted to eat my food, and like everyone was staring, and it was just like stressful. And so I sat with friends during like the first semester, or like the first half of lunch, but then like I don't know, we all switched tables, or like at some point, I don't know, but we all started, like all my friends started switching tables more towards the end. So I remember like towards the end of school, like I switched during the second semester like of school to my online school. But I remember I would go to the cafeteria like pretty much every single day, and just like I wouldn't eat lunch. I would just go to the cafeteria and just do my homework, just so I didn't have to like be around people, and people were still in the library, and I swear like people would still stare at me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just want to get away from everyone. So I would just go to the library, just do my homework, just focus on like my homework, just, you know, stuff that I needed to do. So that was pretty much it, and like it was just hard, like having to, like, I'm already pregnant, I already have to deal with so much, and then having to go to school and like kind of do it all alone, and have to like deal with like people talking bad about you and like just like staring at you and all this stuff, you know. And then like plus I was trying to like hide it the whole time, because like I just didn't want more people, like, you know, I didn't want like to drag more attention to myself, so I just wore like baggy sweatshirts every single day. All I could wear was leggings because none of my jeans fit me. All legit, I had to wear leggings every single day. Don't worry, they weren't the same pair, but I legit had to wear leggings. Just baggy, like my dad's sweatshirts, just baggy sweaters, because like it's not that I was ashamed that I was pregnant, I wasn't ashamed, but like I just didn't want to drag more attention to myself that I already had. And then also another big thing I remember was people like thought I was lying about it, like that I actually wasn't pregnant, and they thought I was like lying like for attention, or I don't know what they thought. I don't know why someone would lie about that, but like, because you seriously couldn't tell I was pregnant, because I didn't show really, like I wasn't like until the end. Plus when I wore baggy sweatshirts, you really couldn't tell that I was pregnant at all. So people like thought I was lying. And then I remember like when I'd walk through the hallways, people would just like stare directly down at my stomach and just like stare like as if I couldn't see them. So I just remember that. It was, yeah. And then what else? Oh yeah, I remember I would always, so I had like really super bad morning sickness. I would feel so sick, but thankfully for some odd reason I would like usually only throw up at night. I don't know why, and it's called morning sickness, so you would think you would throw up in the morning, but I would throw up more at night, so which was fine with me because I did not want to throw up at school. But I remember art class was so bad because the smell of like colored pencils and like pencils and all that stuff just made me feel, oh, it was like made me feel so nauseous. It was so bad. And I remember one time in health class I had to throw up. Like I did not feel good. I was getting so hot and dizzy, so like I went up and like no one knew I was pregnant, you know, so like I couldn't say, like, you know, what was I gonna say? So like I go up to the teacher. I was like, can I go to the nurse? I don't feel good. So I go to the nurse, and then I was like, I just don't feel good. Can I go home? So they let me go home. Right when I got home, I went to the bathroom, threw up my whole lunch, because I had lunch before I went home. Well, like before I had health, and I was in health when I went home. So I threw up my whole lunch all over my bathroom floor and wall. It was disgusting. So that happened, but other than that, like I never threw up at school or anything. But I just remember like having to go home, and I was like, I do not feel good. And then I remember, so once like I told my parents and everything, and like my counselor emailed like all my teachers letting them know that I was pregnant. This was like toward the very end before I like switched schools, so they were like all aware and everything, and they were like pretty much like all seemed like nice about it. So like just like, so like they could let me go to the bathroom as much as I needed, so like I guess they knew, or if I didn't feel good, like they would know why. But thankfully I wasn't in gym, because if I was, I don't think I would be able to do physical activity. So I was in health class, so that was good. And then I remember I did all of my finals early so I can just get them all done. So I remember I came to like 1 week, and I just went in the morning. I went to the counselor's office and I just did all my finals, and I got them all done. And then after the so once going into like the second semester, I went to my new school, and that was all online. And everyone else was so much nicer there. Like everyone, I still go there with David, and everyone's like, no one's judgmental, everyone's super nice. But I couldn't go for like, I remember I went one day, and then I couldn't go like for like the rest of the school year, because my doctor he wanted me to stay home because I was already like a centimeter dilated, and he wanted me to rest because they were really worried I was gonna have Brinley early, and I did. I had her a month early. So I had to like rest, so I couldn't go to school, but it was fine because I still did all my online work because we just have to go twice a week. So that was still good, but overall story, my school is very hard dealing with people, but you just have to like ignore all the negative people, and you know, you just have to overcome all the negativity and like not focus on it, because if I like let everything like that all the people said to me like put me down, like, you know, I wouldn't have been happy. So I just like ignored it and, you know, did that. But once I went to my new school, it was so much better, and I'm so happy I switched schools. Plus now I can like spend time with Brinley, because if I had to go to school like every day, I could not do it. But yeah, that was my experience. Sorry it was kind of like all over the place, because like I start talking and then I would forget stuff, and then like once I start talking I would remember more stuff. So sorry it was kind of like choppy, but thank you guys for watching. And if you are a pregnant teenager, just know that like you can get through it. And even if people don't support you, like you don't need other people, as long as you have yourself and loved ones with you to help you, like you'll be okay. You just need to believe in yourself and love your little baby. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Good night.